everyone. This is Kimberly, and welcome to my mobile home life. And today, we're going to start on a little bit of an adventure we found out that needs to be, done, took care of. And we still got a little bit of work in the bathroom just to finish, nothing much. And we're about to be completed with that. And I'm just so happy, thrilled to get ready to show y'all that almost finished, accomplished product done in this house. But today, I seen something else that, and my handyman is here. I seen something else that really needed to be tended to and took care of immediately. We found another bad spot underneath my front door, and I'm getting ready to show that to y'all. It's underneath the threshold, and it runs under each part of that wall. So here, let me show y'all, but this is what my handyman and me is going to take care of today. I'm going to show y'all the process of this and show y'all what it's taken. Now, this is just getting the underneath the door took care of. And, this is possible, including mold or anything else that could be, because it was in the wood. So here, let me show y'all what's going on. And, I'll take you along the process of fixing that today. This is going to be took care of and out of the way. And then by the end of the video, I would like to explain to y'all, we're getting ready to soon get a new front door. And again, at the end of the video, I'll explain to y'all the rest of it. But first, we're going to take care of this part underneath the door and get that took care of. This is a very bad issue we've seen here. But again, that's going to be took care of today. My handyman, again, he's already here. And we're going to go through the process of showing y'all getting this done today. So let me show you what's going on. And let me show you what it looks like right now. So hang on. Okay, everybody. With the door closed, as you can see, it runs into the left spot of the wall right there. Under that light underneath the door. And it's probably hard to see it from here. But it runs into the... I'm trying to get my finger to show you. It runs to about right there where that spot is on the wall. But it's underneath the wall and underneath the door. And let me show you that part. But this is what we're going to be working on today is wood. My handyman's going to try to get this wood fixed underneath the threshold of the door. So he's done took up the threshold inside underneath my door. And let me show you that part with the door open. It'll be easier to kind of show you. Okay. We got the threshold up. And as you can see, the wood parts is messed up right there. And now that part, some of that ain't solid as this part, as you can see. And it's going to run underneath the door itself under those parts of the wall. So my handyman's going to take up the floor. A couple of pieces right here since the porch is added. So we're not moving away from, since we can't get to it because of the porch. As you can see where it's connected to the porch. And it looks like it was water damaged. But, excuse me, it's underneath. It's underneath the home. That's a problem. And I'm not sure what caused it. Maybe it was caused due to the fact of the wrong door being put on here. Maybe it's because I lost the storm door a long time ago in a windstorm. But again, we're going to get, this is the first to be fixed today. Major problem right here, just definitely getting took care of today, is what you see right there. And then the next few days, we're going to go down that mobile home company and get a door. And again, I'll explain that part at the end of the video. What's doing next. But today's adventure is getting this mobile home remodeled is right here, as you see, replacing the wood underneath right here. And again, I'm going to kind of take y'all guys along for this journey. Let y'all see the repairs here. And show y'all what it's like to, remodel and construct a mobile home. So here we go, everyone. We're going to go on this journey together here today. Just to explain to everybody, what first my handyman is doing right here is trying to loosen up the floor and get the laminate part of the floor right here up. Try and get the wood beside the floor up. Just trying to show you guys a little bit of the process of what it takes just to get the floor up right here, the laminate part, to get to that area where the wood needs to be re-put, tore out and put back in. The actual 2x4s or whatever's needed. I'm not explaining that as we go. But right now, just as you can see, we're trying to get my handyman here is trying to get the laminate up first, just to get to the area. And again, I told him if needed, later on, when I get the extra money, we can replace this as well. But right now, this part we're working on now is a necessity. It's got to be done. Because as you can see, it's letting too much air in here for one. And it's possible mold. Where it's connected to the outside world, it's possibly definitely looks like mold could have occurred. So this is what we call one of those definitely today fixes. So just kind of showing y'all a little bit of this process of just my handyman here working on trying to get the laminate part pulled up here. It's starting to finally come loose there, as you can see. And again, with all this door area, what I call emergency area to be fixed first, when it gets took care of, Then a little bit down the road, we're going to go back and I want to get new laminate. And my handyman, he is also good with laminate too. So anyway, eventually, soon to be down the road, we'll get that replaced. Right here, my handyman is trying to bring up the big piece of wood to get to the area where we need to fix. And he's trying to pry it up right now with a little pry bar piece to be able to fix this and to be able to get to the area where we need to work on next. And as you can see, it's just taking a little time to get there. Okay, getting this part of the wall, our flooring took up, as you can see, it goes through the wall where my handyman's hand is, right there at the wall. He's got to take this part up first to get to the bad stuff. So just showing you where he's getting under the carpet here, prying this part up, and just wanted to show you a little bit of glimpse of getting that part up. It may take him a few minutes to get it up. And I think he's going to have to take another board of laminate up too. But anyway, all this has got to come up, and just kind of wanted to show y'all what was going on this part. And then start working on sadly, the damage. The mold and water damage underneath the door area and ran under in some of this wall here. But what counts, it's getting took care of today. And let's not worry about what made it happen, what happened in the past. Let's just worry about getting this stuff fixed. And maybe this will help anybody that's, this video might help anybody that's trying to reconstruct their home themselves. And show y'all what it can be like to redo a mobile home that's, just getting old and more depreciated, got damage in it. And, maybe this might encourage you or help you, or just encourage maybe you to remodel or anything like that. So hopefully, you can find this video somehow motivational, and along with me on my journey of fixing up my old mobile home and get this issue took care of. Whoop, I think we cracked something there. So, yeah, just bringing y'all guys with me on this, journey here and getting this, took care of. Because I know people, their mobile homes, they're not made perfect by no means. They're not made mostly, these older mobile homes, mine's a 2000 model, and it definitely was not made like a house is made and constructed. So the issue is now getting it refixed. And, the way I look at it, I just want to go from there. Get the damage took care of when we find damage or improvements to make, and get that issue took care of. All right, we're getting it pulled up. Let's see how bad it is. This is where we're going to start seeing our damage. Which that board's good. With my handyman just pulled up, as you can see, that whole board's really good. I think actually my husband Michael, that is gone. Unfortunately, I'm widowed, and my handyman here is, helping me. But I think my husband had tried once before of doing something in here, and he probably had added that board. That board looks very new. But as you can see now, handyman, I prefer, he doesn't really want me to show him very much, So anyway, for his, respect to my handyman, can you show kind of the damage here with your finger? Mold damage, let's say. As you can see where he's got his hands right there. This part's he's going to fix. Point out any more besides that area. Mold damage, what you got to fix. What else has got to be fixed? Point. Okay. Anything else under all this right there? Against the door, right? And behind that wall too, right? I'm talking about like the floor though, that part. Yeah. All that wood and all that's got to be replaced. So, yeah, as you can see where he's pulling at right now, which we know with my lung damage, we got to get this took care of, and he's going to do this today. So anyway, this just showing y'all what it is, and I'm going to let him get a little bit of this cleaned out, and because I want to back up personally while he gets this cleaned out, and then when he starts putting in the new wood, just showing y'all what he's looking at right there. Oh, hang on just a second. See how bad the wood is right there? Just kind of letting him show you. So anyway, you can see what's going on, and let me get him let him have a minute to get this stuff tore out, and then we'll watch him put the new stuff in. Measuring, getting the width we need here, or the length, of it. So we can see what size board there he needs to cut. Trying to clean out this one little area to get the new board put back in. And just showing everybody the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is part of the ugly. putting the 2x6 in first, right here. And as you can see, way up against the wall up in there, still I'll be under the hallway part of the wall to start to seal it up. Got this board in place and put in. Now on to the next board. Steady. Cut the next 2x6. We're going to shut the door and give it a test here. Make sure it does shut. With the boards, 2x4s underneath the, yep. So we have got that part done. And it does shut, so it does work, you know, come to the right points there. Just testing it. So we're going to take that back up and continue working. was like connecting a puzzle right here. So we got to get this in here. As you can see, kind of, it's going to fit a complete bottom of the new floor there. Since we got all the underneath pieces put in and fixed under the threshold, now it's time for the new floor. So just working on that and getting this up in there and trying to get it fit in place here. So I'll show y'all once we get it fit in place and we start putting screws in it to put it down in. Putting the threshold back in to see how the door works now with everything included. And my handyman's mad at the threshold. He's beating on it. Just a joke. Door shuts. Now, as you can see, the light around the door, this is not going to completely take care of it until I actually get a new mobile home door. And we'll talk about this at the end of the video. I'll make a little speech about that at the end. Okay, everyone. Today it has now started raining really bad. So I'm going to consider this as part one of the video, since today we can't do no more work under the door, which we got all the bad parts out. It's not that, just kind of replaced a little bit extra in the boards. So I'm going to make this video as part one, and then we're going to part two start tomorrow of finishing it completely up. So anyway, watch out for that video. They'll be released soon. Hopefully maybe tomorrow night if we can go ahead and get it finished. Last few days here in Kentucky, it's been a lot of rain. So that's kind of holding us back a little bit because we're going to have the front door open a lot since the work is right there. But we've got the biggest part of it done, but still lacking a little bit. So we're going to leave the lacking a little bit. We got most everything under the threshold of the door there done. And all the bad's pretty much out now. So anyway, watch out for part two tomorrow. And as I was telling you that I would share with you at the end of this video, after we get this part done, I've got the money now to go ahead and get a brand new mobile home door. And also that comes with a storm door. That's the whole casing of the door and a new threshold, and everything should be completely sealed by that point. Since this part's done now and we got underneath the floor and got it built back to the way it needs to be. And of course, part two will be tomorrow of that video. And then the window behind me is also getting, I've got the money for both a brand new door and a brand new window from the mobile home lot. That new mobile home parts, that is, that I've been going to about 60 miles away from here. It's still in Kentucky, but it's about a 60-mile one-way drive, so approximately about 2 hours for down there and back, roughly. So it's a good little. By the time you get there, get the stuff bought, loaded up, and everything, it's a good 3 or 4 hour drive. And getting things what you need to done and coming back home. So, and I'd like to even take that as a video with y'all too on the journey just to do that. So, and again, like I said, that, you know, a new door, I've done got the money for it, new window, I've got the money for it. And we're going to start getting some of this work done in this living room. And just got a little touch up to do in the bathroom left, but I thought this job was a lot more important to go ahead and get that part finished. So it's coming along, guys. It really is. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining me in part one of getting underneath the floor fixed. What I call the stuff that actually holds up the home part of the floor, the wood parts and all that, getting that put back in. So thank y'all for joining me on part 1 of this video. Again, part 2, hopefully it'll be released tomorrow night, if not the next night. So anyway, look out for that next video, and thank y'all for joining me for this video. I hope y'all found it useful, joyful, or just enjoyed watching it. And the journey that just gonna do my mobile home living here and remodeling my mobile home. Thanks everyone, and see y'all on my part 2 video next.